and welcome. Today I'm going to share with you my version, or better my dad's version, of Szegediner Goulash. As you can tell, my recipe card has been used a whole lot because it's one of my favorite dishes. It's soul food as well, especially when it's getting colder outside. So my friends in the south might not be able to prepare it because it's always warm there. But anyway, if you want to, that's the way how you do it. And those are the ingredients that you need. You need pork meat, diced. I used some pork shoulder here. You can use Boston butt roast, or you can use half pork belly and half some leaner pork meat. And then you need sauerkraut. Same thing as I said with my recipe for sauerkraut. Please try to get a German brand, as it has less vinegar and less salt in it than the American brands. And what you need is round about the same amount. We got 770 grams of sauerkraut here, and we got 700 grams of meat. I mean, less meat if you want to is okay, but having more meat than the sauerkraut, that wouldn't be okay. Then you need some salt. And you need some paprikas. You need sweet paprika, that's the one in the back, and you need hot paprika. If you can, get the real thing, the Hungarian paprika. It's just, the flavor is unbeatable. And I was lucky enough that my son-in-law, when he was in Hungary, that he got me the real thing, the real sweet Hungarian paprika. Then you need 2 cloves of garlic diced. You need some vinegar. You need caraway. I'd say ground caraway is better than caraway seeds because then you don't bite on the seeds, but it's whatever you like. Some sugar. You're just going to need 1 or 2 spoons, okay? Some sour cream. A big onion diced. And then you need some lard or bacon drippings or oil. Bacon drippings do add a nice flavor. Lard is okay as well, but oil is the last option. So if you have bacon drippings like I do, use the bacon drippings. And then we need a big pot and a stove, and off we go. So you take a big pot, you put the stove on medium heat, that would be 1.5 at my stove, and you put in about 1.5 tablespoons of bacon drippings or lard, or as I said, oil. And you let the onion simmer over that medium heat with this lard. So I'm just going to stop the video and turn it on again when my onion is simmering. Simmering, simmering, simmering. Okay, the onions are finished simmering when they start changing their color to yellow. And then you add the diced garlic. Add it, stir it in. And soon you will smell the garlic. Let's see. Yeah, and when you smell the garlic, you add the meat, the diced meat. You salt the meat. You see, it wasn't just a little bit of salt. And then you stir it again. You put on a lid. And you let it simmer. Szegediner is a lot about time. It takes time, but it is very delicious. It is easy to freeze. And goes very well with gnocchi. I'm going to put up another video where you can see gnocchi, how to prepare gnocchi. I'm not showing you my face today because I've had some skin removed because of white skin cancer, and I don't look too smashing, so you just have to listen to my voice. You got to see my kitchen. I can show you my kitchen, and yeah, I'm not going to turn to that part because that's not in a very good order. Anyway, Szegediner yeah, you can easily freeze it. You serve it with knuckle, or you serve it with potatoes, with boiled potatoes, or you just eat it plain with some baguette, white bread. That's what people like as well. So now let's simmer the meat until it turns gray. I'll show you that in the video. Yes, please stir the meat from time to time. Look at it. And so I simmered the meat for about 10 minutes, and this is enough. What I'm gonna add now is the caraway. The caraway, the ground caraway, you need about, Paul, let's say the tip of a knife. That's what we call it. I don't know whether you get the measurement in America. So this is about the tip of a knife of ground caraway that you put in. Then you would put in 1 heaped teaspoon of sugar. Then you put in, now this is not a good video, I know, but anyway, it comes from the heart, guys, okay? It's not professional, but it comes from the heart. This is the hot paprika that I need. And then I'm going to put in the sweet paprika. The hot paprika is how much you like it. I mean, whether you like it hot or not. Some like it hot, okay? Now, the sweet paprika, you would eat a lot. See, this is really a lot, at least 2 tablespoons. And then you add a little bit of vinegar. Let me just show you. Okay. And then you add the sauerkraut. I'm gonna stop the video now because adding the sauerkraut, I can't do the video and add the sauerkraut, okay? So give me a minute and I add the sauerkraut. Okay, I added the sauerkraut, and now I add 2 tablespoons of the sour cream, and then I rinse the can of the sauerkraut with a little bit of water and pour the water over it. What you have to do next is you stir the whole thing thoroughly, okay? And then it looks, I don't know whether it's appealing. It looks a bit weird, but when it starts cooking and when it's finished, the magic will be done and you'll have your Szegediner. And of course you have to taste it. But first now I'm gonna stir it thoroughly that all the ingredients are mixed properly. And then I'm gonna leave it on the stove at this medium heat again. If it boils, it's not supposed to boil, it's supposed to simmer. If it boils, you gotta turn it down a little bit again. And it's supposed, if you push it down, there should be liquid. If it's not, then you might add a little bit. You see here, this looks pretty dry, the whole thing. And if it looks dry, here comes, see, here comes the liquid. That's not enough. So I need a little bit more of water. Give me a second. Now, this is the way it's supposed to look before it starts the simmering process. The color should be a dark orange. I added another heaped tablespoon of sweet paprika because the color was just a light orange. No, it's supposed to be a dark orange. Then I tasted it a little bit. You can see now when I stir it, the liquid is here. Okay, it's got more liquid and that's better. And I tasted it. And it tastes unfinished. It tastes like some paprika water or something. So don't be disappointed, because the magic will be in the simmering and in the time that it takes to simmer. Just leave it at that, put a lid on the pot again, and leave it simmering for, I don't know, I'm going to watch the time right now for you guys. Okay, see you later. Okay, this is definitely too much. I have to turn it down. It's not supposed to boil that much, but other than that, it just looks fine. What I'm doing here is I'm heating salted water for my side dish. The side dish that goes very well with Szegediner would be the knuckle. But if you want to watch that, you got to watch a different video. Okay, let the Szegediner simmer at a lower heat. And of course you gotta stir the Szegediner Goulash from time to time. You can see that it's just cooking a little bit, and that's just perfect. If it starts to really boil, I have to turn down the heat. And I added a little bit more vinegar and just a little bit more of the sugar. The taste has to be a sweet and sour taste, but more emphasis on the sour than on the sweet side. But if you like it more on the sweet side, do whatever you like. I mean, yeah, you don't have to strictly follow the recipe. You have to like what you get at the end. And you will love it. I can tell you that much. Can you hear me? I mean, my mouth starts watering just by the thought of the Szegediner, and I can hardly speak. So I gotta stop right here. And I'm gonna close the lid. I'm gonna let it simmer, and I'm gonna stir it from time to time. See you later. Okay, now the Szegediner Goulash is finished. The thing is, when you see those parts here where the water turns a little bit darker, can you see that? Yes, I guess you can see that. And when you have this happening, I don't know why it's happening, but when the liquid turns darker here, then it's finished. And or you taste the meat and you say, okay, the meat is done, or you want it a little bit more tender, then you let it cook a little bit more, whatever. And you enjoy them with the gnocchi. If you watch the other video, you know how to prepare gnocchi, or as I said, with potatoes. It's my favorite dish. I'm thinking of you all. I hope you like it. And I hope one of these days we might even meet and I'm going to prepare it for you, or you prepare it for me for a change. That would be nice as well. Stay healthy, guys. Take care. And bye.